What's up, team? Coach Matt here. Today I have a 10-minute high-tempo HIIT coming your way. This workout, we're going to have many short bouts of high-intensity intervals, so we're going to get those legs burning, we're going to jack our heart rate up, we're going to have a good time. So, with that being said, let's hit our play button and get our stepper moving. Nice, light, slow speed to get going, and then we'll build from there. But before we start, real quick, let's take a look at our stepper and go over a couple of things. On our right, we have our speed, our up and down arrow to go faster or slower. If you look in the center of your screen, we have an up arrow. If you touch that, your quick keys will come up. It'll be just an easier way to get to a speed you're looking to achieve. On our left side, we have our play and our stop button, and then our two emergency stops directly center on our stepper and down on our right. So with that being said, let's get moving a little bit quicker and let's dive into this workout. So when you're ready, let's start to get our stepper going to a level at which we feel comfortable. We're going to get an understanding of what it feels like in this first 30-second interval, and then we're going to take off from there. So when you're ready, start to bump it up. Right now, I want us to find a base level. We're going to keep coming back to this recovery and base level for this main point. So understanding where we feel comfortable in recovering our breath, being able to have a conversational pace is what we're looking for. All right, so just getting moving. We want to keep our chest nice and tall, shoulder blades back and down, proud posture. You can keep your hands on your handrails, on the side or the front, but whatever you do, we don't want to hunch forward. We don't want to try and look down the whole time. If you need, get comfortable, look down, watch your feet, but as time goes on, try to look upright. Look at the screen, find that control. All right, first 30 seconds are over. Let's start to ramp it up a little bit more. Maybe a bump higher, 1, 2, or 3 levels than the speed we were just moving at. All right, by now, we should have a little bit of speed under our feet. Again, getting a little more comfortable, understanding our posture, and then we're gonna take off. I hope you guys are ready for this. This workout is gonna be short, 10 minutes, not a lot of time. We're gonna be effective. We're gonna pack a lot of intensity into a short amount of time. Those legs are gonna be on fire, they're gonna be screaming, but that heart rate, we're gonna see what we can achieve in just a short amount of time. Next 30 seconds are over. We're gonna start to ramp it up a little bit more. Let's get to the higher end of our base. So all that means, our conversation will be coming down a little bit. As you can hear me, talking is gonna get a little bit more challenging as time goes on. That's all right. That's gonna be the challenge. All right, here we go. 1 or 2 levels higher. We're gonna get this speed going. We're gonna get things to be a little bit more alive. All right, so last 30 seconds of this set here. I want you to find a base rate on the higher end. So whatever your comfortable base rate is, let's get up, again, 1 or 2 speeds above. Because the next set, the next interval, 30 seconds, we're gonna go into our climb. Now, the climb is gonna be a little bit more of a higher intensity pace. So let's try to jump it up maybe 3 or 4 speeds higher than we just achieved. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1, let's take it up now. So the first set, 30 seconds of our climb. Again, posture, we're moving a little bit quicker, our feet are moving a little faster. We're just breathing. That's all we're doing. 10 seconds here. We're gonna move on, coming back down to our base rate. So that comfortable pace we were just at, let's pull it back here in 3, 2, 1. Let's take it down. Now, this is where the quick keys are gonna come into play very usefully, right? Quick tap on whatever speed you're at is gonna ramp us up. Quick tap, ramp us down. Try to control that heart rate. We got 10 more seconds. We're gonna move on now for 45 seconds. We wanna push to the high end of that climb into our peak. So this, no conversation, just work. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. Let's ramp it up now. That's it, here we go. Now, speed is kicking in, heart rate's gonna start to elevate, intervals getting longer. So whatever speed you're at now, I want you to remember, because on the next one, the next interval, we're gonna pull back to that base, but then we're gonna jump again higher, almost outdoing what we're doing right now. This challenge is only gonna grow from here, but the beauty of going up a hill is on the way down. But this way, on the way down, is gonna be much harder than the way up. And that's how we're gonna know Now we push ourselves, but in the end, it's gonna be very rewarding. All right, here we go. 45 seconds. We're gonna pull it back to our base in 3, 2, 1. Let's slow it down. So now we're moving a little bit slower. Again, big deep breath in, slow exhale. Find that control. Let's take an understanding of how we feel in these recoveries or our base, right? Heart rate's probably pumping, sweat's gonna start to drip. But how does our legs feel? Are they feel weary? Are they drained right now? Maybe you feel really good. You're like, Matt, I'm ready for more. You're not even pushing me yet. Before you get there, don't worry. It's gonna happen real quick. All right, we got 10 seconds. We're gonna move on for 1 minute push now. All right, 1 minute push. We're looking into our peak. All right, the end of that climb into that peak. Let's take it up there in 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. Here we go. Now, as these intervals start to ramp up, speed's gonna get a little bit faster. If you don't feel comfortable with your hands off, no problem. Find a comfortable position on the handrails. It's gonna keep you nice and safe, but also you can have control of yourself. That's what it's about. If you can have control of the body while training, you're always gonna come out on top. But it's easier said than done. All right, 30 seconds left of that 45. Just gotta keep pushing here. We're gonna have 1 minute pull back to that base rate after this to really slow the heart rate down, and then we're gonna really bring it up. So whatever speed you're at right now on your peak, we wanna gradually increase on that way down as the intervals get shorter. Woo. Here it goes, 10 seconds. We're coming down back to that base rate. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's pull it back. So there should be a noticeable difference from that last minute push to now. Heart rate's gonna start to elevate as we get through this base rate. Here's a little fun fact. Now, your heart rate is always lagged behind the movement you do, right? So if you sprint it out, your heart rate's not gonna be matching the movement at that time. So you're gonna start to notice now, 15, 20 seconds into this recovery, your heart rate's gonna almost bump up higher, but we stay moving. We wanna meet our movement with the heart rate, or meet our heart rate. Yeah, our movement with our heart rate. That's gonna help gradually bring it down, help us recover. So now when we go into this next 45-second push, that peak, which again, we're gonna add maybe 2, 3, 4 speeds higher if we can, it's gonna be a little bit easier to get back in there. We're gonna be ready for it. Here we go, 10 seconds. Take your last big deep breath. Let's set our mind, let's get focused. We're taking it up a couple speeds higher. 45-second push in that peak in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here it goes. Real hard, high intensity push. Your biggest, your hardest speed, your biggest push yet. Let's go. Now again, we want to be nice proud shoulders, upright position. We don't want to hunch forward. If you need to look down, lightly, gently, put your hands on the handrails, whatever feels comfortable. But again, this is not a conversational pace. If I ask you a question, you should be like, yeah, no, leave, bye. All right, you got 10 more seconds. We're gonna pull it back. Here it goes. Hold on to it. You're almost there in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take it back down. Recovery or base. Now, as we get deeper into this workout, heart rate's gonna get higher, our body's gonna feel warmer, we're actually gonna feel better. So if you wanna increase that recovery or base rate a little bit higher, let's do it, go ahead. Challenge that recovery a little bit. Try to find recovery at a higher rate. Keep us moving. So when we get into that higher interval, which is coming up in 20 seconds, and again, which is gonna be our hardest hitting bout yet, it's not gonna feel as terrible, all right? It's gonna feel bad in a good way, but it's not gonna kill you, all right? Only temporary feeling, and you're only gonna hold it for 30 seconds. Fastest bout yet. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 30-second push, all out. Give me everything you got. Let's go, right here, right now. Let's get focused. Zone in, find that control, find your push. Halfway. Good, control that breathing. You got about 5 seconds remaining. Last set here in 4, 3, 2, 1, and pull it back here. Back down to that recovery or base. Woo. Team, nicely done. That's what it's all about in HIIT. Jacking the heart rate up and pulling it back. And in those intervals, if you can control that heart rate, again, which is easier said than done, you'll always come out on top. But if you made it this far, you're gonna come out on top. So that's your hardest bout yet. The hardest push in this workout. And honestly, each step we're gonna get stronger. Each step we're gonna get fitter. We're gonna feel the change every time we get back on this stepper. Let's start to bring it down a little bit slower now. We got about 30 more seconds of recovery, and we're gonna hop out of here. It happened so fast, 10 minutes, team. And look at all the work you just accomplished. Each time you go back into a workout like that, always challenging yourself, remembering what you did last time, and applying it to go further. Let's take a second. Let's bring our stepper to a complete stop. Once that's a complete stop, let's take a second, carefully step off to the back of your stepper. Let's just get our feet wide, push those hips back. Feel a little stretch in our hamstrings, shifting right. You can hold on to your stepper if you need. Shifting to the left. Team, you should feel super proud of yourself. You should feel good. You should feel accomplished, right? It's all about what we apply into what we're doing that's going to give us the outcome. Let's grab our left leg. Feel that hip flexor and quadricep. It's what we apply is what we're going to get out. And I want you to remember that going into everything, switch sides that you do, because if you just show up to do it the way it's written, it's only going to be so hard. But if you put extra effort into it, you're always going to feel that rewarding feeling. Real quick, last but not least, let's get some shoulder rolls to the back of the room. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, always ending with perfect and proud posture. 3, shoulder blades back and down. Team, give yourselves a hand. Awesome, awesome job. Thank you for getting fit with me. We'll see you in the next one.